In this video, I'm going to show you a modification I made to my Dutch Army poncho. It's going to come in really handy setting up an A-frame shelter. I've also brought these pegs with me because I want to show you a tool I carry around me which aids in putting these in, because most of us know these as bastards. Let's run the intro. Right guys, thanks for joining me. So I brought my Dutch Army poncho with me, okay? Now I made a modification on here guys. It didn't take very long. I done it on Susan's sewing machine. That reminds me I'll have to get her a bottle of wine later for lending it to me. That's all I've done guys. Whereas on ponchos, if you're setting up an A-frame basher, okay, A-frame shelter, sorry, there's nothing to connect a ridge line or anything, any bungees or anything to the corner, to the centre, sorry, there. Now my favourite shelter is actually the A-frame, okay, it's good shelter. You got plenty of cover all around, see? So what I've done guys, I've got some 25mm webbing and a 25mm D-ring. There it is, look. And I've sewed it, I've sewed two of them, one each end of the centre of the poncho. It's as easy as that guys. You know, you can use tarp clips, but they got a tendency to pull off. So I've actually sewn them on here now, solid as a rock. I've double stitched them. I'll show you the setup now. But this is a fantastic little mod. That'll probably take you 20 minutes to do. So how I'm going to set up my A-frame, right guys? I'm going to put a set of jungle knots on each of those D-rings, okay? So the material I'm going to use is number 36 bank line. I'm going to put 7 meters. I'm going to pull off 7 meters, sorry, times 2. 7 meters each end. This is how you find out a meter, okay? Bear with. Right. So what you do is this guys, it's simple enough. From sternum to an outstretched arm is usually a meter, okay? So there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So there's my 7 meters for one of the sides, okay? So what I'm going to do now is show you how to tie jungle knots. It's easy to some of you I know. So what you want to do is, first of all, the two cut ends, or the two ends, put them together. Try a simple overhand knot, like so. Come to the other end. There's your hand. Come down. Try another one. So this end now will connect to the D-ring. So this is what you do, okay? There. Come round. You form a jungle knot. Same again. So you put it in between the thumb and the index finger. Come round the little finger. So there's your loop. Come down through. And form another one. And do it again. round the little finger, down through, form another one. Just like a daisy chain effect. See the knots? That just makes life really easy, guys, for setting up any basher or poncho. Do it again now for you, right? I'll try and do it a bit closer perhaps. So put the last knot you tied in between the thumb, come round your little finger, drop all the knots down through, form another knot. Do it again. In between the thumb and index finger, form a loop round the finger, little finger, drop down through all the knots you've just tied, and form another one. And so on and so on. So I'll carry on now. I'll go to the end of this one, then I'll tie myself another 7 meter length of number 36 bank line. So this is how you connect to the D-ring, okay? It's simple enough. It's easy in fact. Just come through, come to the other end of your daisy chain, push through that loop, and there it is connected. You can leave them on your poncho or your basher, or you can take them off. It's entirely up to you, but that's how you do it. Let's set it up. Right, so I'm going to choose, I've chosen these two trees here, guys, right? I'll show you this a bit closer now, don't panic. I'm just putting it up rough for the moment. And I'm putting it at waist height. So there you go, it's as simple as that. Let's show you a bit closer. So there you go, look, so that's the idea of the jungle knots, okay? So quick release, they just lock into each other. So there's the D-rings I've added there, look. So can you see the purpose of it now? I say you could use a tarp clip, right? And there's nothing really wrong with them, but they do tend to pull off. These are secure on here now. See the stitching I've done? So there's one obviously on each end, and we set up our waist height this time, guys. So I'm just going to show you now what I've done to the grommets on the corners, okay? So we've got jungle knots on all the corners, but I'm using shock cord. It's 2mm shock cord, right, guys? That just gives you a bit of added resistance to the wind. And I've put jungle knots in there, so you say you wasn't that high off the ground, you could use closer to the grommet. You got choices of where you're gonna put your peg. So it's exactly the same with the shock cord, guys. I've cut lengths of about 2 meters. Put the ends together. one over our knot, come to the other end, come down a little bit, form your first jungle knot. Same again, back round, down through, second, back round, down through, third, back round, down through, fourth, room for one more, down to the hole you just created on this little finger, pull it through. So there's this shock cord jungle knots for the four corners of the poncho or the tarp or the basher, sorry. Okay, and same thing guys for connecting to the corner of your poncho or your basher, down through and pull all the knots through that loop, and that's connected. And you can also leave them on or take them off, entirely up to you. So let's talk about these aluminium pegs.
Push that in there. Oh man, I really hate these tent pegs, but they work.
They're great pegs guys, right? They are really good, but they could be a sod on your hands to push into firm ground. So this is what I do, okay? I carry this on my neck when I'm using these pegs. It's just a brass T-joint, and what you do is you put in your fingers, put over the top, it fits nicely, and push it in. No more painful hands. So all it is, look guys, 45-degree angle, slot it over the top and push it home. So get yourself one of them guys, right? Saves a lot of pain, and it probably costs nothing if you're nicking it from work like I done mine. So that's that. So something you could play around with guys, with your ponchos. I'm lucky I can borrow a sewing machine off a lady living up the street. Very lucky, but some of you might even own one, or your partners might have one, or somebody in the family, but it's a great little modification guys. It's really, really cool. Like I say, they're on there permanent now, so, and that is actually, as I said earlier guys, sorry for repeating myself, that's my absolute favourite shelter, that is. Whether it's a basher or a poncho. Me being so short, I get away with a poncho. But absolutely brilliant guys. Absolutely brilliant. So when it comes to taking down your shelter guys, just take the loose end of the jungle knots and you're away. Shit off a stick. So that's me end guys. There's my poncho, fits in my map pocket. There they are again. Everything's connected, the shock cords on the jungle knots, they're all connected. And don't forget to sort yourself out one of these guys for those pegs. I got the pegs on Amazon, cheap as chips, but they are really good pegs. Aluminium they are, so they're lightweight. So that's me guys. Hope you like this little video. Please punch that like button. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you're kind and generous, punch that join button. It's £1.99 a month. There's lots of perks with that one. So I'll see you on the next one, guys. Out!